pharmaceuticals in your cell on the street. Your legs are attached to an elevator, and your arms to the ceiling. Balance the numbers using as few moves as possible. If you fail, the elevator will fall, tearing you in half. You feed off the addictions of the desperate and destitute, perpetuating a cycle of addiction that is difficult to break. Well, let's see what your breaking point is.
Hi. W.C. Fields said never follow a dog act or a child act, but he never said anything about following that. So I'm John Williamson, the producer and designer of Saw 2: Flesh and Blood. Once again, the team and I have revisited the sick and demented world of Jigsaw and his traps, and we have returned with more action for both fans of the survival horror genre and fans of the Saw movies. This time around, we have not only Tobin Bell's voice, but his likeness, as well as music from Charlie Clouser. All the minigames in Saw 2 are brand new, and we have a mix of both classic traps from the Saw movies and new traps made exclusively for this game. The elevator trap that you've just seen exemplifies the action we are striving for in the game. The traps, or tests as Jigsaw calls them, are built on two primary pieces: a twist on everyday machinery designed to test a subject, coupled with an easy-to-understand but difficult-to-master minigame. The traps are not just a game mechanic. They also serve to expand on the story and often have an ironic reference to the characters' flaws that have led them to this state where they are being tested by Jigsaw. The player must free these test subjects from their traps to proceed in the game. As the traps are a big part of the success of the movie franchise, we treat the traps as mini-bosses, if you will, the culmination of each level. This is part of the Saw universe, and some characters must pass additional tests. So not every freed subject will greet you with open arms, unless they're going to stab you in the back. As nothing in the Saw universe is ever exactly what it first seems, we chose the name Flesh and Blood for its double meaning. Not only is there plenty of flesh and blood in the game, but you play as the estranged son of the player character Detective Tapp from the first game, aka his flesh and blood. Through a story replete with twists and turns, double crosses, and false endings, we expand on the Saw universe, adding new characters and expanding on the highest grossing horror film franchise of all time. Saw 2: Flesh and Blood will be released this Halloween for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and there's a playable demo in the Konami booth. And now for our next presentation.